Highway from the band Newtown on Bluegrass Junction, who I have welcomed into my studio this morning. Welcome, y'all. Good to have you here.
Howdy. Thank you.
Good to be here.
See, we got three of them anyway. It's nice to see you all. That is the first track on the album Old World, the one that I've been promising you we're going to feature this morning here on Bluegrass Junction. So I want to say hello to the pretty end of the desk this morning to
Hi,
start
Kyle.
with.
How you doing?
Not you. Katie Penn. How are you, Katie?
Doing good. How are you? I was waiting for it.
Do you mind me referring to you as the pretty end of the desk?
I don't mind that at all.
And it would be the case that your husband.
Now he might get offended that
Yeah.
you're not talking.
I can
to
tell.
him.
He's
Look, he won't even look at you.
he's already offended. He's so mad his hair is shaking.
That's right.
Junior Williams.
That's hard to do.
How are you, brother?
I'm doing the best. How about you?
You're doing the best?
I'm doing the best.
We'll find out if that's true or not before this is over.
That's true.
But it's good to have you back at SiriusXM.
It's good to
Both
be
of you. I mean, you all. It's been a few months since you've been here. I think 2 years ago, something like that, since we sat down and did one of these shows.
Yeah.
I think so.
24 months.
What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. You haven't come back my way. Probably couldn't find a parking space.
Well, I think that
let's not get
seems to
started.
be the case.
And that was a problem this morning. It truly was. I think you wound up in some construction, and one thing led to another, and you finally got here though.
We did. I'm in the tollway zone, so can we speed this up?
Yeah, we're going. I don't know how fast we can go. You're going to be here for a couple of hours. So
Okay, sweet.
You may not have a way out of here by
We
the
may
time
not.
it's over.
That's okay.
All right. Now we were talking about Junior's hair. Let's somebody tell me about this guy. That actually you have to get this picture in your mind, folks. He is actually sitting between the husband and wife here. I don't know if that's by design or
Yes.
what,
Yeah.
but
by design.
he does not have the hair thing going. But maybe one of you guys can introduce him.
That is bass player extraordinaire, Mr. Travis Anderson.
Travis Anderson.
Make him welcome, folks. Thank you.
Yeah. How are you doing, Travis?
Good, doing good, Kyle.
Doing good?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you were here the last time
I
these
was,
two
indeed.
were here. Okay. And I understand why you would be sitting in the middle.
Like I said earlier, I'm the adult chaperone.
Well, welcome to you too. It's so good to see you folks. We always have a great time when you're here. Let's talk about this new album. As I mentioned, the title of it is Old World. Why Old World? Why did you choose that title for this?
Junior.
Katie.
So usually when that happens, I take.
Go ahead.
We felt the songs lended themselves to the feel of an old kind of,
Yeah.
just an old vibe. Yeah, an old world feel.
And I kind of get that listening to it, Travis.
Yeah.
It does seem to sort of have an old world feel, but yet it sounds very modern.
Plus, it's a clever play on words with our band name Newtown. Kind
Yeah.
of flip that a little bit.
Newtown, Old World. Yeah.
All those things made
Yeah.
that title jump to the top.
Whose idea was it? Who came up with that?
The title?
Yeah.
That was actually the label's idea.
Yeah, I think
Really?
it was time.
That might have been Ty.
We
Gilpin
have
over
to give
at-
Ty Gilpin credit for that this morning.
We do.
Yeah.
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It may not have been him by himself. I think it was the whole team. We'll not give him credit, just him by himself.
100%.
We won't give him all the
I
credit.
give Ty a hard time. Ty is on the staff of Mountain Home Records, and he is also a member of the band Unspoken Tradition, which means he's a mandolin player, which makes him a little difficult to trust right there. You know, any of those.
At least he's not a banjo player.
Any of those
though.
8-string guys, yeah. Well, yeah, banjo player. Of course, we've got one of those in the room. Here,
Yeah,
so,
we all know
yeah.
about those.
You describe the album has been described to that your point about the old world feel. It's been described as eclectic, and I guess it is. It's quite a mixture of song styles and song themes and so forth. Was that deliberate, or is that just the way it fell out?
That is absolutely just the way it fell out. I wouldn't say when we start looking for songs, in fact, writers ask us, say, what are you looking for? And I'm like, I'll know when I hear it. I don't know. Just, we get in the songs and we usually start with a bunch and then we start narrowing them down, start cutting songs out. And sometimes we'll save those songs for a later project, Actually, one of the tunes off of this record, Forgotten War, CJ Kane had pitched me that song like 3 records ago. and for some reason it didn't feel right then, but it did this time. So
And we'll hear that one a little later. Great song from the album.
it's
So
one of my favorites.
You
on
don't
there.
you don't go looking for songs then with a definite theme in mind necessarily then.
No, we don't, and it's kind of funny because it seems like at the end of it, with every project, it does seem like there has been a common theme.
That's what I was going to say. I think it evolves into that. Like after you pick maybe 3 or 4, then you start thinking, okay, this is the direction it's going.
Sort of.
And then you use that to kind of weed out. Like when you start out with maybe 20 or 30, and you see like 3 or 4 that you want. At least that's how I see it.
So you could
On the
sort of
outside looking in.
say the album names itself. you know.
Yeah, it
Pretty
kind of
much.
does.
Yeah,
It kind of does.
Well, this one really has a great feel to it all the way through. There's some great songs on here. We're going to hear them all this morning here on Bluegrass Junction, along with some other things. So I hope you can stay around with us for the whole time as Newtown spends time with me here in the studio. 3 of them, anyway. Junior Williams, you're going to sing the lead vocal on the next song, the song Evangeline, or is it Evangeline?
It's Evangeline.
Yeah, and where did this song come from?
Came from a gentleman in Lexington. Katie, what's his?
Eric Cummins
Eric
is
Cummins.
his name, and this is actually the first song that we've ever gotten from him, and we ended up recording it.
All
Great
right,
tune.
let's give it a listen. Evangeline from Newtown on Bluegrass Junction.